Sections 155 and 156 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone established the Sierra Leone Police and created the Police Council respectively. The Constitution makes it clear that the council is to be headed by the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone in the capacity as chairman. By virtue of Section 157, subsection 2 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, the Police Council has power to appoint persons to hold or act in an office in the police force from the rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police and above, excluding the Inspector General of Police, including the power to make appointments on promotion and to confirm appointments, and to dismiss, reduce in rank, and to exercise disciplinary control over persons holding or acting in such offices. According to Section 157, subsection 3, the Council even has power to do same with the ranks below Assistant Superintendent of Police when it acts on the advice of the Inspector General of Police. Going forward, the Council serves as the highest decision-making body of the Sierra Leone Police.
Guided by the above, on Thursday, 17th December 2020, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ambrose Michael Sofula, together with his Executive Management Board members, paid a courtesy visit on the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, who happens to be the current chairman of the Police Council in his office at Tawail, Freetown. The visit was to show gratitude to him for his tremendous support towards the Sierra Leone Police as the force continues to benefit and enjoy from the government of Sierra Leone through its numerous interventions.
The purpose of being here is to come and say thank you because of so many things we have done for the police organization.
Briefing the Vice President, the Inspector General of Police thanked him as he is the current chairman of the Council for all the support the government of Sierra Leone has been giving to the organization under his leadership. He spoke on strides and progress made so far with regards to the re-establishment of rank and its attendant financial benefits, stressing that the ranks were collapsed to 9 from 19 during the restructuring of the force. This, he said, had negatively impacted on career progression of personnel owing to the fact that over the years it had caused stagnation and economic loss. He unveiled his plans to embark on mass promotion, more so having received assurances from the Director of Support Services, AIG Patrick Johnson, that there would be re-established ranks have already been factored into the government's payroll. The IGP respectfully called on the chairman of the Police Council to support him in his promotion plan.
So if you can give 5,000 promotion to the Sierra Leone Police, then their families will be happy. So 5,000 times 5, let's say each person promoted is having 5 people, then 5,000 times 5 will be those that will be happy.
Speaking on the status of the allocation of a frequency to the SLP radio station, he informed the Vice President that discussions have been held to remove all bottlenecks that stall the initial allocation of a frequency to the radio station. Adding his voice to that, the Director of Crime Services, AIG Mohamed Brahmaja, confirmed that all necessary documentations have been submitted to the Minister of Information and Communications and his deputy for onward resubmission of same to Cabinet. Other highlights of the brief included reports on the SLP's preparedness for the festive season, which has culminated into developing a force-wide generic operational order. This document is aimed at helping the police to adequately respond to any seeming public disorder. Even
as the country continues to be relatively calm and peaceful, The Director of Operations, AIG Mustafa S. Kambe, underscored the importance of crime prevention information dissemination during the festive period. Hence, he noted that members of the Strategic Communication Unit at the Office of National Security are constantly engaging the public with safety and security messages. He also commented on the successful policing of the recent elections across the country, with particular reference to Constituency 110 Parliamentary Rerun election. He added that armed robbery was and still on the decline in the country. On a final note, AIG Kambe made it clear to the Vice President that any of the 6 police regions which experience more than 3 robberies in a month would have that commander being questioned by SLP management.
Responding, the Honorable Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, said he was happy that the IGP and his management team took a proactive move to see him before the close of the year. He recalled his earlier meeting with SLP management at police headquarters in 2018, where he laid bare government's roadmap for the police. He directed that meetings of such nature should be held 3 times every year, as that will serve as an opportunity to share perspectives and concerns from the government and people who are interested in security issues. Brilliantly and impressively, the Vice President shared his experiences on security, which he obtained at the highest level while working with the United Nations. He admitted that the nature of security threat in Sierra Leone is not excessively violent, save for loose political demonstrations and gatherings and those coming from lawlessness.
He also addressed pertinent issues such as 1. The police should ensure a peaceful environment so that the government will attract more Sierra Leoneans living in other countries, tourists and investors to come and do business in Sierra Leone. 2. He emphasized that government loses huge amounts of money if entertainment centers are stifled and not allowed to thrive, as it is the responsibility of the police to professionally police the industry. He revealed his plan to lead a 10-man delegation of senior police officers to Senegal during the 2021 Easter break so as to afford them the opportunity to learn how entertainment spots are being policed.
I'm going to lead a delegation of senior police management officers to Senegal. I will make sure say I do it around Easter period. So that you see how people are moving freely. And then you see how the security is deployed around that area.
3. The government's approval of the deployment of military and police attaché to Sierra Leone's embassies and high commissions abroad.
Now we have agreed that we are going to open up our embassies. We are going to have now military and police attachés. So we're going to send you out. We said we are going to start with Liberia and Guinea. So from there we are going to expand in every embassy. You're going to have a senior police officer or a police officer. And we are going to expand our representation in the UN.
4. The police should not shy away from taking credit for the MCC scorecard, which government has passed, as the work of the SLP in terms of ensuring safety and security was very critical to attaining it. 5. That senior police officers will face police council interview for their promotion so as to test their intellectual and operational capability, noting that officers will be granted 1 hour each to prove their mettle and convince police council why they deserve promotion.
We are going to interview senior police officers at the police council. Because why we need to do that interview? Why I need to be there? Why it needs to be there? Because to make a choice tomorrow for IG and DIG, I have to begin to know the intellectual, the programmatic, the operational capacity of officers. But the other ranks, it is the discretion of the IG. But senior to have a senior rank today, you have to face the police council.
And finally, he would push hard for monies due to the SLP to be paid to its coffers before the festive season ends.
Earlier, The first ever female Deputy Inspector General of Police, Mrs. Elizabeth Augusta Toure, expressed profound thanks and appreciation to the Vice President for his support when she was speaking on management's plan to have a symbolic passing out ceremony for the recruits who are currently on the job training in preparation for the 2023 general elections. She said that aspect of the preparation for 2023 elections was factored in the last budget of the SLP presented to the Ministry of Finance.
IGP is also thinking about getting the 2,100 recruits out of the police training school, and we don't actually want to get all of them because of the police regulation. We are thinking about having a symbolic passing out ceremony, maybe 100 to 200, you know. 2023 is very near, and we are also preparing for elections. So what we actually did as management is to make sure that at least we start to prepare for the elections come 2023, and we actually have the budgetary presentation where we actually factored, you know, our requirements for the elections.
She pleaded with the Vice President to continue to support the plans and programs of the Sierra Leone Police.